What a finish. It was bizarre. You don't see that called much, but you got to call it because Smart was out of bounds. It's a 2-point lead until Luka stepped back all three of these, and that puts the Lakers ahead by 1. On the other end, good ball movement. And here comes Victor Wembanyama, and you're seeing teams do this. You can see him coming from a mile away. You're not going to be able to challenge him vertically. Set your feet, take the charge. Late, it's a 2-point deficit after Kelly Olynyk gets the putback, and then Marcus Smart just doesn't step out of bounds. You see how casually dudes inbound the ball throughout the game, but here, late, I mean, his foot is clearly out of bounds. Not a call you're going to want to make, but you have to make it. They get the inbound after a deflection. Olynyk, a perfect pass, and Champagnie almost gets the tip. He goes to the line. He's a good free throw shooter. Steve, what did I say in the studio?
Missed it first.
I said he'd missed the first. He did, and then remarkably, they get the miss where Keldon Johnson gets his hand on it for the tip that doesn't go. So pretty much everything goes wrong from the Lakers inbound to the 2 tip chances the Spurs had where they did a great job to get the looks but weren't able to cash them. And as a result, the Lakers are 7-2, second in the West behind the defending champion Thunder, and that's all without LeBron for the moment. No team has ever played this well without him to start a season. And we go out to Los Angeles and Tim Legler. And Legs, the end was nuts, man, as I just described in the highlight. Like, you don't want to call it, but you have to. And then the Spurs get not 1 but 2 looks on the tip. That never happens. I'd say they did as good a job as you could to get the look without cashing it in. I mean, you never see that across the board, do you?
Well, I said the Lakers dodged multiple bullets. That's probably an understatement. When you look at what they did at the end of this game, I'm saying to myself, if Champagnie makes those free throws, they go to overtime and the Spurs win the game. I mean, you're talking about anatomy of a collapse at the end of a game. All you have to do is inbound the ball if you're Marcus Smart. Anybody touches it on the floor, you go get your 2 free throws, less than a second to play, you're going to win the game. Instead, that happens. They get beat on a cut to the rim, but the Spurs ultimately couldn't make those free throws, and the Lakers get a win. A win that didn't look probable to me, Scott, at the beginning of the fourth quarter. The Lakers' offense had really bogged down. Spurs were rolling at that time, but the Lakers flipped the script in the fourth quarter, and they get a win to get to 7-2.
And Luka goes for 35, and we all saw the pictures in the summer where, all right, cool, he's going to get dedicated to fitness. And you see it on the floor. I'm interested in the seat that you have and what looks different about the game he's playing as a result of carrying less weight with him.
2 things stood out to me tonight. One, he's absolutely quicker laterally. And I'm talking about offensively as well as defensively. You know, that first move, and he loves to cross over to get into his step back. He was getting more separation on that tonight than he was at times last year when he did look a little bit more sluggish. And then I thought the other area was there were plays defensively that he made where he shot gaps on passing lanes, where he rotated over to help one of his teammates on penetration. He wasn't making those plays defensively a year ago. I asked him before the game, you know, what really did feel different for him physically, and he said the number one thing was stamina. He's able to play longer spurts with a higher level of intensity than he could a year ago, and you did see that tonight.
My guy Marcus Spears, a.k.a. Swag, told me when he had the front row seat down in Dallas, Scott, this man's 7'17", watching Wembanyama. You get to see it, this newer version, and he does foul out in this game, but are there noticeable differences, Tim, to you about where his game is evolving? Obviously not a finished product yet, but what do you see now?
Well, the functional strength is better. I mean, you're not going to see a ton of extra body mass on a frame like that, but his ability to play downhill through the initial contact of a defender, it's just different. He can now take it another dribble, another stride, so he gets something going more toward the rim. I will say this. First 5 games of the year, he was over 30 points a game. No one seemed like they had any idea how to deal with him. This is now 2 games in a row. He's got 28 points total in the last 2 games, and I don't think he really caught the ball in the spots he loves to catch it tonight the way that he was the first 5 games of the year. So good job by the Lakers. Good job overall containing him and not letting him go off. But there's no doubt, Scott, this guy's a massive force that this league's going to be dealing with for a very long time.
Legs, great to visit with you. So much fun to watch you on the call. We'll talk again soon, all right? Welcome Deandre Ayton to the show, kind enough to wait through me and Tim talking. And Deandre, you just heard the two of us talking about the big fella that you go up against, and you're a big man yourself, and you had a great game, but there's just times where it's wild to see someone as big as you just look like, all right, I can't get this shot off, and you kick it out, and it works. But what's it like going up against someone has that kind of reach?
Well, you make you think twice for sure. Honestly, it was a team effort. Just knowing personnel and knowing that, he's a great shot blocker and, just moving the ball a little bit and getting him out of our paint.
It's early in the season, and you guys don't have all hands on deck. But with so many new pieces, Deandre, to start the way you are as you're learning one another, how positive is the energy around your group, given the way you all have played?
It's surely welcoming. There's a lot of terminology and a lot of accountability as well. We're just keeping the vocal point of keeping togetherness as our number one thing and our number one source to get some of these games done.
It's early, but is it too early to say, Deandre, that you found a home that can be a home where you could just plant yourself, grow roots, and say, this is where Deandre Ayton's going to make a run in this league. I'm going to hang out in L.A. and play with this squad.
Yeah, I feel great, honestly, but it's up to the fans. I'm going to just keep trying my best to contribute in every game possible.
Right on. All right, let me close with this. Just a thought on Luka. We watch, and I was just asking Legs about the fitness and the shape, and he's one of the very best players on the planet. What has the early returns been like for you to play with him?
It's been great. It's been fun. Just seeing how much gravity he brings towards the defense, and just knowing that you have to be ready, pass like a wizard. So you got eyes in the back of his head. So you can't be too surprised, and I'm getting used to that as well. But it's truly fun to play with him. Yes, sir, baby. Truly fun to play with him, and just hear him and his terminology and communicate with me out there.
Yeah, keep your eyes on him, because that ball's coming your way, and he's going to find you, and you know what to do with it when he does. Deandre, thanks for taking a minute to throw the headset on. Good luck, good health this year, all right?
Thank you so much.
All the Thunder have done this year is win. Let me remind you.
What's your budget on this show?
We've spruced up the wagon. The wheels move, but the horse's legs don't. But again, if you haven't seen, the horse has the goggles because, champagne and all that. Okay. Back-to-back nights for the Thunder. Haven't lost a game, at least not yet. And, they're rolling again. Business as usual. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's Cash on the baseline. It's a 22-point lead. Drew Holiday pulls, bottoms. After trailing by as many as 22, Trailblazers are within 8. Now a one-point game in the fourth. Holiday in the paint. Bucket good. First lead of the game. On the other end, the MVP cannot let him get to that spot in rhythm. That three puts the Thunder back in front. Jeremy Grant on the other end. Right back at shoot. Challenging Hartenstein. Blazers on top by 1. Now it's a 5-point lead. Holiday, step back, bottoms. Blazers lead by 8. Thunder down 6. A.J. Mitchell's been showing out in his minutes early. What a beautiful left off glass. Makes the free throw, and it's a 3-point game. Last chance for the Thunder. Isaiah Joe catch and shoot. No. Rebound out. Wallace has got it. Good look to find a man that can bury it. He hits the deck looking for the foul call. Let's look. Would have been a 2 anyway. And he's fouled there. So after making the first, it was a free throw situation, but only 2 of them had to miss the second. And so the Blazers, the big comeback from down 20 plus, get the 2-point victory. Oklahoma City's first loss of the night. What a performance tonight from Donovan Mitchell. The motivation for it is I guess it's the world we're living in these days. Mitchell down the lane early, and they jump the Sixers and lead by 10. Mitchell, little sidestep 3. That is pure. He's got 21 in the first half, counting them up 14. Don't let Maxey get hot. Yeah. Just love the joy that this guy plays with from deep. Oh, rips net. He's got 18 in the half. We move to the late third, and the lead is extended as Mitchell stops on a dime, buries the three. He's got 36 through the first three. There's three more. Back and forth we go, but it's more back than forth if you're the Sixers. Mitchell again. Float game. His 40th of the night. 9 minutes to go in the game. We're Euro stepping. He's the second Cavs player in their history with 20 40-point games, joining LeBron. He had 46. What sparked the performance? Some little Sparky talking crap on the headset.
This kid pissed me off today. I was playing 2K. I've been playing 2K for like 2 hours, and I told him too. I was like, wait, just wait. And he just called me washed up. He called me a bunch of things, but I love it. You know what I mean? He said he ain't seen a highlight from me in a minute, and I just told him, all right, we'll see. He said, tell me to go to sleep. Like he was going in. So this game was for that kid or grown man, whoever that was. But so I appreciate you. I told him I'd give him a shout out too. So that's what tonight was.
Imagine some kid playing 2K after school, and like I talk crap to Donovan Mitchell. No, you didn't. And then this happens, and now that kid goes to school tomorrow, and I guess you're a hero?
Are you?
I don't know. Why are people mean to each other on the internet?
I don't get it.
They're never that way when they see you. Kind of funny how that works. Mitchell's been lighting it up this year, his fourth 35-point game, the first player in Cavs history to drop 35 or more 5 times. In the team's first 8 games, he hadn't even played in all 8 games. You know what, though? The way things work, he is a hero because he got recognition.
That's all we want.
Anyway. Meanwhile, all this flowery talk about how many great starts we've seen around the league. We've seen a lot of them. All Nikola Jokic is doing, averaging a triple-double. The points, imagine averaging 23 and you're like in the 20s. That's the league that we're playing in these days. Points are available, and that's Christian Brown to Jokic. Warming up early. Bam Adebayo, the handoff. Norman Powell gets tangled up, though, with Cam Johnson. Comes up limping. Oh! See that little roll, that telltale twist of the ankle and foot? Did not return, which is a bummer. Beautiful find from Jokic to Aaron Gordon going baseline. 8 first-half assists, and it's a 4-point lead. Off the miss. Woo, woo, woo! Jokic. Oh, the big hops. Nugget bench loves the dunk. Denver's up 8. 2.5 to go in the third. Heat trailing by 13. Jokic, let's run, big fella. Actually, let's not. Let's just throw the no look to Tim Hardaway Jr. Counts as an assist. Couple dribbles are going to give you that, particularly at home. 15-point lead. Go to work, big man. Regulate with the half hook. 33, 16, and 15. The second player in NBA history with 5 triple-doubles through his team's first 7 games. The other, the Big O, Oscar Robertson. Nuggets by 10. It's his 7th career game with at least 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists. That's as many as the rest of the NBA in the last 50 years. It's also second behind who else? The Big O. The only other guys with multiple are Luka and Wilt. That's how it works.